Get you guys up to where you can see. How are y'all doing today? It is awesome. I think Thursday. Is it Thursday? It is Thursday. So I hope you guys are having an awesome Thursday. We are. We've been busy with all of the works. And now my Wi-Fi is like, meh, I don't think so. 2 seconds. That's better. Want to get down, Papa? Or you just want your fan? Is that better? Cool. Alrighty. That is way not right. Okie dokie. So, nope. Sweet. What's up, TG, Sue, Melissa, other Melissa, TG again, Denise. I'm having an awesome day. I hope y'all are too. I need to get, so I'm in a onesie still because I wake up and do the works. And didn't take time to change my clothes. So that's happening. Hello, Kim. Hello, Angela. I guess I'm gonna have to tie, no, I'll just tuck these in to my shirt. All right, so today, Sandra, I'm gonna do an alcohol link piece. I promise I'm not turning into an alcohol link channel, but I really was digging the lines on the last piece. Let me go grab that. So in case you didn't see the last one, I did. You know what I'm talking about. Shocker, I'm not using my regular colors today. Very nervous about that. I'm using mostly colors that scare me. So here's the last alcohol ink piece we did. I didn't finish it yet. Hi, Sue, Pamela. Really digging this look, and I've been playing with this idea for a Starry Nights type, not Starry Nights. What's the word? Northern Lights type piece. But I haven't gotten there quite yet, but that'll be coming up soon. So I'm doing a painting today with purple, green, and orange. Ugh, because Halloween. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Erica. Jeff is over there cutting me a decal. Bowie's in his director's seat. And we're Artists Till Death. We go live every day, usually at 6 p.m., except for on Tuesdays at 2 p.m., all central. And it's usually resin. It's always art. Today it's alcohol inks. Hey, Swamper, how you doing? Hi, Megan. And so, yeah. I'm going to try to do those striated lines with colors that arguably should not be put together because some colors, when they mix, make a really gross color. And all of these will make gross colors if they mix. What's up, Nancy, Clara, Pamela? Yeah, we do the test so you don't have to. And so we make the mess so you don't have to. This is about to be a mess. So yeah, these colors, when mixed together and they form their secondary color from each other, is not a cute color. So I'm going to do my best to not let them mix too much. That being said, it's a Halloween piece and things tend to get gross. So I'm not going to super stress about it, but just be advised when you use thin colorants like alcohol inks, watercolors, or if you thin your resin out too much and you have colors that just don't play well together, they could make gross colors. Thank you, Clara. I got them from McClara. I love onesies. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I could live my life in onesies. Tink. Not sponsored by Truly, but if you're watching, what's up? Are you in your PJs too? Sweet. Sherry, hello, and Byron. Why does it always seem to be an ugly brown? That's just where ugly colors tend to go when they mix together. That funky brown color. So I'm going to only use 3 colors today, possibly my Marabou, but I lost the lid apparently, so I don't know how fluid this dude is, but we'll find out together. I'll drop some alcohol in there and hope for the best. So the colors I'm using today are Zig Orange. It's a good name. Ranger Limeade, Ranger Boysenberry, and Marabou Rainbow. And we're going to hope we make something awesome. Oh, it's cold and rainy there. It's pretty chilly and just windy here. Boycat is in the window, but I'm not complaining. I don't even think there's a cloud in the sky. It's a nice temperature. Sippy, sippy, y'all. All right, let's do this. I guess I know where I'm going to put the purple because it decided that it wants to start right there. So I'm going to try to add these colors and not let them mix too terribly because y'all know, if you've done anything with paints before, you know that they'll mix and make an ugly color. So I'm using 91% isopropyl alcohol. The higher the percentage, the better when doing alcohol inks. Also, I put some paper towels on the front side and the back side because of how I'm going to tilt this piece to get the colors to flow. They're going to run over. Miss Graham says, do you ever have issues with the Marabou separating after shaking it well, the metallic and the rainbow colors? Yeah, it's going to separate almost immediately because the particles are just heavy. So you just have to shake them before every time. Hi, Arlene. Thank you, Pamela, for the reminder for everyone to please like, share, and subscribe. All right, so I'm going to start by putting a generous bit of alcohol down. Huh? Do one color. To do this, I can't do it like that. All right. So now I'm going to just rock this back and forth. A little bit more alcohol there. And let the colors kind of just flow where they may. We may add some more. Looks like we're going to have to add some more green. You can if you want to drop it. The thing is, we have to go all the way to the base because this goes all the way across. I know. I'm going to bring it all the way to the base. I'm going to rock it back this way. So if you want to add drops of the green, my lovely assistant, Jeffrey Vanna White, is up there. Jeffrey Vanna White. It's a term of endearment. Oh, I forgot the marabou. Shake well before every application. Okay. So we're going to drip this all the way back down to the base. And I'm just going to continue to rock this back and forth. It's starting to fade a bit, so I'm thinking I want to add some more. I'm going to run some more alcohol right here and drip some color. The orange definitely seems to be the most pigmented, which I'm surprised about. I would have really thought the purple would be. Just a little bit more alcohol, because it wasn't running to my liking. I'm sorry, Angela. I hope your pup ends up doing okay with the changes. And I'm wondering if I want to just slightly, not too much, because I don't want these colors to really do anything crazy, but it was just a little bit too pinstripey, so that's why I'm just a little bit shifting left/right. So now I'm going to take this. It's a heat gun. I have no idea what happened to my something. What's the thing that I usually use? Embossing gun. I have no idea what happened to it. So we're just going to use this. I don't want to create too many crazy lines, so I'm going to either try to do some of this action or do circles kind of higher up just to get it to dry. Oh, baby boy, is that too much alcohol? I know it. Here, let's get you down. Looks like a sucker. I can accept that. So I apparently didn't sand this board perfectly. That's where these little freckles of color are. That is the ink collecting on any imperfections on my surface. I just prepped this ATD cradle board with like 4 coats of spray gesso and sanded it with 400 grit between each layer. But I apparently forgot to do the last layer because I'm a genius. Anyways, let my mistakes be a lesson to you. A little bit bummed that the green faded out as much as it did, but I feel like the colors still read Halloweeny, so I'm not upset about it. Anytime you work with alcohol or spray paints, anything aerosol, wear a respirator. I'm not, because you won't be able to hear me. So just do as I say, not as I do. And the alcohol inks, because we use such a high percentage of alcohol, should dry up relatively fast. I believe it's all dry. I'm just going over it a little bit more just to be sure because I don't want anything to come up when we try to apply this decal. Tink, everyone. Boop. I make the accident so you don't have to. Very fair point. See those flaws right there? But that's okay. We can make that part of the design. You can really see that marabou sparkling. Are you talking about the ceramic or porcelain paper, Susan? If so, I'm trying to get that in the States for y'all. I would love to have some in-house forever and ever, amen. All right. So happy with how that looks. And now I have to seal it with, I'm going to use this UV Archival in matte to seal it in. This is going to protect it from the resin that I will be using to seal the whole piece in, but I want to protect my inks from both life and the resin.
Ooh, what if we did this?
So I'm going to seal it in with this Archival spray.
Black at? Where's the black marble? Like,
I don't know. You just cleaned up the studio. Also, if you want to use that marble spray, use it really high up. Jeff just got an idea. In the meantime, I'm going to spray seal this. This flavor is Tropical Punch. What's up, Tammy? How you doing, girl? Tammy Anderson's in the house. If you are into acrylic pours / awesome people, go check out Tammy Anderson. Her channel is The Bee's Knees. She knows her stuff. She's super awesome. And she's super entertaining. She's great people. What's up, Vinny? How you been? Okay, Susan. Send me some and I will test it for you. So, I'm just drying the matte spray. And then we're going to get to decaling. It's awesome that the matte spray dries super fast. Matte dries always faster than a gloss. But you don't want to use a gloss anyways because it will reactivate your inks. So, my decal came off of a US cutter, but you could use a Cricut if that's what you have at home. Also, Jeff's thinking about, was that grass?
yeah. We'll do this and then I'll spray a little black to kind of fade it out.
Are you going to do that before or after the decal's applied? All right, so now I'm going to tag Jeff in to do some things.
All right, what's up, everybody?
Can everybody hear Jeffrey?
I feel like I have a microphone attached to my face. No, because I'm just gonna do the bottom. So the decal, I was gonna make the decal the whole thing, but I didn't. What do you think here? For one, I thought, well, what if I did that? Then the house would cover up a lot of. I pictured this different, so it's a little different.
You wanted it to look like that.
I know. I was just thinking of, like, it's all good, babe. All right, so we're gonna make some grass. I'm gonna use this marble stuff. Where did we get this? Blick?
Right from Blake, you can also get from Rhonda at our pastry.
Oh, Rhonda has this stuff too. This stuff, y'all, look at this. If you've never seen this, it's called marble spray, and you really want to hold it kind of far out. And if you push down a lot's going to come out. And you push down a little bit, and you can get like little spider webs. How awesome is that? Graffiti lovers. I would love to do a whole portrait with this. Like a big wall. That would be so fun. Put it down. So I'm just going to do some like...
Do you want to do that side or
do
this
like
side
this side.
since there's these errors?
No, because we can put either the moon right here or the witch or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Are you in frame?
Yeah. Spider-Man.
Yes.
See, like I said, you just have to like...
Just so you know what you're painting around.
Yeah.
And you're going to use this to darken the bottom, or you're going to use that to darken? You got it. I just turn it to like halfway between the yeah. It's easier than else.
Y'all, it dries flat like spray paint.
There's no texture?
None. Just a teeny bit. If you don't like the texture, I'm sure you can probably sand it, but I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. All right, now I'm going to take this black, just kind of fade this up. What's that?
What kind of cap are you using?
I don't know if I want to use this one though, because it's very soft. Like, I don't mind it being soft, but
It's fade,
yeah.
so.
So I'm going to use this black. This is just Montana black. And it says black on it, but that's their label for this, basically. Yeah, the black line. And then we have this cap on here. We call it the Klaus cap, because it back in the day, the graffiti writers called it the German thin. And now you see why. Because this thing is no joke. Oh, now I'm spraying down. All right, so I'm just gonna barely hit this at the bottom. This cap really saves you paint, and it's a low pressure, low volume, so that it's just barely coming out. A lot of control with this cap.
You're gonna create a vignette?
Ooh, I don't know. I just wanted this to be all black. Should I go kind of?
Let's put the decals on.
Yeah, and then we'll see.
I bet you doing this has got so many people thinking.
I really wanted to put those hands. I was gonna cut the hands out, like the hands that are coming up. Like I just didn't know how big that was gonna be and how big the cat. Because eventually, or actually, we were just gonna do just a cat. And then I started looking at stuff, and I'm like, let's try this. All right, so what we could do, we just put it right in the center, just because I have that kind of going up. I don't want to cover up those windows too much. I'm pretty sure this tape is going to take off this paint if I stick this down there.
So just come up a little bit and we'll fade it up.
Ugh.
You can always spray paint over the decal.
Yeah.
Ideally, how long do you want to let your spray paint dry before you do like a heavy adhesive transfer?
I would say an hour.
Let's say the whole sentence. I didn't hear me.
If you guys do this and then put some vinyl down, I would let this dry for probably an hour, just because that kind of came up with paper. And what I honestly think is if you dry it with your heater, it softens it, but I think what that does is that when it does dry, it makes it a little more firm. But we'll see. Babe?
Hmm?
Oh, I can feel that. I can feel that it's damp.
Nothing a little bit more spray paint can't fix.
That's true. And if you're sticking something down and you don't like where it's stuck, peel that sucker up quick. If it's just barely down,
What is that thing? What does it do?
squeegee gets airs out.
Shoot, tell them.
I don't think any of this stuff is dry. See?
No. It's okay. Just pull it.
It's all gonna come up. Yeah. We ruined it.
That's what I mean.
No patience. No patience. Let it dry more. It can be sketchy. You think somebody would want this? Yeah. We should have let that dry.
Alright, we do the test so they don't have to.
Oh, it bugs me.
You can't get frustrated.
You can't get frustrated?
No, because it's not even your piece. And I can do another one. It took me 20 seconds.
jeez.
When I did that piece at Judy's,
So why did we do this then?
because I thought it would be dry enough, but
No,
so much
it's
moisture.
not.
No problem.
I'm not a fan of that.
Have to improvise.
Here.
All right. So I am going to try to color in these areas with corresponding color. Just need to find them. Let's see. Whoops, sorry, Bowie. Purple, green, and orange. All right. So color pencils are too soft. It's going to be too dark. So I'm just going to use these Posca pens. Thank you. And then we'll add some something. We'll add some abalone to the resin, and it'll be just fine. When Jeff was laying these decals down, he said, it's not going to work. I can feel that it's still too much moisture in the piece, and he was right. But that's okay. I'm not going to be able to match this up exactly, but we do the best we can to kind of hide the little flaws. Hey guys. Megan, which one? I haven't seen a message from you, like a text message. And I know that you decided not to get a couple pieces at some point, so can work with that. Orange. I mean, this is art, right? I can have different splotches of color. Oh, those oranges are super pale. Might be able to do some gold stars. Let's see. Maybe this orange will be. That one actually looks coral. We'll see how it soaks into the background. I don't know if I have another color of orange. Matter of fact, I do. I have a peach. That will probably work just perfectly. Oops. Just gonna add a little bit of color down and then fade it upward. It's gonna be near impossible to match all of the colors. We're gonna do our level best. To just Photoshop the errors out. That orange matches perfect. Because it took off all of my gesso, I'm having to do a couple of layers because it's kind of soaking into the background. Looks like I'm gonna need kind of it is supposed to be spooky Halloween, not a perfect rose. Well said. Pale yellow. This is not very pale, but it's a yellow, so we'll just make it work. I'll do a black one down here. I'm so sorry, Evelyn. I hope you look up. Please let me know if there's anything we can do. I don't know if that one's going to go matte, so we're just going to use this. Hide some of those errors. All right. Let's finish touching up this bit, and then we will mix some resin. Since the colors don't match exactly, I'm trying to kind of like rough brush some of it in. Okay. I may just splatter some black. It's a US cutter, or American cutter, US American. It's a big cutter. It's a little bit more industrial. I'm just gonna fill that bit in right there. And this. And the other part of this. All right. So I think maybe I'll splatter some of these other colors to make it look a little bit more like things are allowed to be a little different. Whoops. Well, all right. So we did the green. It kind of looks like there's some yellow in there, so I'm just going to do just a little bit of yellow. Gotta have some purple. And then we did use some pink to help cover, so oh, Megan, you sent it on the like my personal phone or the red phone? Oh. Did I have a brighter orange? I did. And I just realized I didn't get really that many drips on the house. That'll shape up. What's up, Chris Logan? Yes, I will do black splatter. I just have to get a black paint pern. So 1 second, please. Let me switch out these other colors for the black. There it is. Luckily, Jeff has most every color Posca ever invented. And I'm gonna actually, hey JJ, what's up, George Ray? Welcome back. I'm a restoration wizard. I do my level best. Okay. I am no expert with this marble spray, so I'm going to just set this aside for a moment while I figure this out. Okay. Done studying. Thank you, Angela. All right. And then I'm going to further fade this in with the black matte spray paint just there. Just fade that up on the sides just slightly. Susan Campbell, thank you so much. Will you be putting any glow in the resin? You know what? I hadn't considered glow in the resin. I was mainly considering just some sparkle, some like maybe abalone. However, I'm not opposed to adding glow. And actually, I'm thinking I have some glow spray paint that might actually work a little better if I can find it super quick. But you know where that glow is? The glow. This is vintage. That glow spray paint you got not too long ago? Ha. Nope. I should have, technically, I should have added this glow before the decals. Like, just masked everything off except for like a circle. But live and learn. So now I'm thinking maybe I'll just paintbrush in this glow into the windows and hope it doesn't mess anything up, essentially. Let me grab a paintbrush. All right, paintbrush check. Now I'm going to spray the spray paint into a paper cup. Don't use plastic or styrofoam. It will eat both your plastic and, ooh, glow splatter. Love that. I may have a paint pen that'll do that. Don't use styrofoam or plastic because something. Oh, it'll eat it. It'll eat the cup. I always do a few test sprays. I learned that from Mabi. So now I'm just going to spray this down the side of the cup. Again, do this with a respirator on. All right, I don't think it's going to pick anything up really, so let's get glowy. I'm just going to do a really thick layer of it just inside of the windows. I don't want to be too like particular with it because it is picking up. The more passes I put down, it's picking up the paint, the black paint. So I'm going to be real haphazard and quick brushing this stuff on. As little passes as possible. And try to fade these little ones down there out so that it makes sense since a lot of the windows down there are covered. Yeah. It's going to pick up some of my inks because the archival spray does seal it in, but only if nothing's really going to touch it. So I'm trying to be super quick about it and very light. It's okay if it goes a little bit outside of the lines because it's a window glow. They tend to not stay within the window anyways because that's kind of the nature of a glow, right? At least in my head. You can tell me I'm wrong. And if it picks up some of your paint, then it's just a highlight in your windows. Don't stress out. It's art. Let it be art. All right, now I have to do the big. I'm going to put some alcohol in a cup so I can clean off this brush because spray paint will ruin a brush. I'm going to do the big windows, and the big windows are going to call for a bigger brush so that I don't risk picking up the paint that I have currently in the windows. Technically, I should be washing the spray paint off with acetone, but I have alcohol handy, and the quicker you get spray paint out of your brush, the better. You can even let it sit in the alcohol till you clean it off and then put it into acetone. I don't know the chemicalness of how things that are in alcohol then put in acetone. I don't know if it makes like a deadly chemical, so don't just pass it from one to the next. You gotta clean it out first. All right. Yes, Tammy, it will. Now we know. Reactivate them. But I do the test so people don't have to, and I don't mind. So I'm trying to brush like super light and make as few passes as possible. I'm gonna try to fade that out down there. Okay, cool. We got all that on, so now I can okay, now it's on my face. Beauty. So I'm just picking up the spray paint and just doing the splatter thing. And quickly trying to clean out this brush. In fact, I'm just going to let these two brushes sit in the alcohol until the end of the video so I can clean them out properly, unless they fall over. Right. So now I need all of this stuff to dry. So I'm going to bring out my handy dandy heat gun again. I'm glad you made it to alive. I know it's so easy to ruin paintbrushes just because you get really into what you're doing and you kind of forget what all is happening around what you're doing. I'm just going to loosely dry this because I don't want it to make my decals start to come up. And we still got to mix some resin, so we got time. Today, we got time. Righty. So, meow. I'm going to grab some abalone shell. It's abalone shell, but I felt fancy saying it that way, so there. And I'm going to get some resin. Here's an art coat. Why do I have a B art coat open but not an A? Madness. Right. So I'm going to be using STONECOAT Art Coat for this. It's my favorite resin, and it's awesome for many reasons. I know I have a stir stick over here. I promise my New Year's resolution is going to be more prepared. These. All right, so this is a 16 by 24. I am going to guess 8 ounces. Y'all would think this is my first time. So I'm going to pour in B first because of science reasons. Actually, I'm going to do 10 ounces. It's probably too much. However, it's better to mix too much than not enough, in my opinion. And I have some high points from where the decal ripped. So I want to make sure this thing is fully covered. I still may end up having to do 2 coats, but we'll see, and it's okay. So now I have to mix this for 3 minutes. Which I'll get through about 45 seconds of and be like, oh, it's been 3 minutes. We're glad to have you, Maui. Tammy, Abalone is, it's very high-end mica with crystal-like sparkles and essence of rainbow. So it is fancy, you know? Basically TG. Jeff is very protective of his brushes as well because much like Tammy, I forget to rinse them out and then they're ruined. Thank you, Clara. Clara always has my back on time because I forget and she always knows what time it is. I haven't even sippy-sippied with y'all in a while. Tink. Angela, there are codes with STONECOAT. The code is YALL, Y-A-L-L, all caps, no punctuation, for an awesome discount at stonecoatcountertops.com. If you want a code for my website, use code ATD for 5% off. Well, I sell art code on my website. However, I don't carry any of STONECOAT's other kinds. So if you're looking for a countertop, craft coat, or quick coat, or anything else that they have, you have to go through them and just use the YALL code. Thank you, TG. That's awesome, Joe. Thank you, Claire, for a time check, clarification. When you mix resin, don't forget to scrape the sides and the bottom of your cup and your stir stick to make sure that you have everything fully incorporated. I'm telling you, you'll mess up one time and it'll be your favorite piece ever, by the way. And then you'll know to make sure you do this. Because it's the time that you don't think to do it that it's going to be your favorite piece. And then you're going to end up with weak spots in your resin and it's the worst day. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. Same, Stephanie. Sweet. It's been 3 minutes. So even when it hits 3 minutes, I stir a little bit longer just to be sure. And I always check to make sure there aren't any angel hair, or it looks like fishing line, twine line, where you can see that the two just aren't completely and fully mixed yet, but I think we're good. So now I'm going to add some abalone wash shell, aka abalone shell. This is from Resin Art, and you can get it on my website, artistilldeath.com. It's got a lot of super awesome, nope, sorry, that was slightly out of frame. My bad, my bad. It's too shiny and too everythingy, so apologies. But it'll be in the air in a minute. Try not to breathe any micas in from any brand, because it is a mineral that you probably shouldn't have into your lungs. I probably could have just showed you this. Absolutely, Angela. Oh, you can't even really see it on this. I'll do a better video later. So I'm only using a little bit. I may end up using more than this. But I don't want to use too much because this will kind of tint your resin, and I don't want it to be cloudy. I just want a hint of sparkle, and actually I think this may be perfect. I just want essence of abalone noir. Even when I'm mixing pigment in, I'm trying to further scrape the sides and everything to make sure for sure. You guys see that? It is different from the diamond dust from STONECOAT. The particles are smaller, and the particles actually sparkle rainbow colors. Whereas diamond dust is beautiful, but it only sparkles like a silvery white color. Dude, that sounds good, Clara. Could make a fog. Oh my goodness. Anyone else have itchy face only when you have sticky hands? Can't be just me. I know it's not just me. It's probably just me. Great idea, Claire, and we'll absolutely do that. So, I'm just going to make sure for sure we have no sticky bits. Cool. Check. Make sure as much is stuck down as possible. Check. We save just a bit for making some white. Judy, I'm still going to call that Milky Way. Milky Way. If you guys don't know, Resin Art changed the name of Milky Way to Shooting Star. Anyways, they did. And so I have it listed as both on my website. But if you get some shooting star thinking it's Milky Way and you get upset, it's still Milky Way, but it's also named Shooting Star. It was not Judy's idea. It's still the same amazing, great awesomeness color it always has been, just has a different name. So that is plenty of resin on this board. I'm just trying to smooth, even it out because it's a little bit puddled in the center. And when you do this, it's still kind of like you're mixing the resin just on the surface. So no harm in extra mixing ever. Diamond Shimmer is also amazing. Kathy said, so Tammy, is this where you are when you're not making fabulous videos? She's always making fabulous videos. Also, she steps in from time to time because we're friends. All right. We got some white. Boop. Meow. I'm going to mix not a lot, like seriously not a lot. of white. I'm going to try to build the color a little bit at a time, because I want it to be like a hazy, smoggy look. Don't want it to be opaque. In fact, that was probably a little bit much, but what are you gonna do? Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pour some of this into here. Pick up some of the high points of resin. I'm not scraping it off, I'm just utilizing what may run off anyways. And now I gotta even it back out, so that's what I'm doing. Cool. Want it just a slow? No, we'll see how it works with this. So I think I'm just gonna add kind of a smog down here and possibly some up there. I'm going to blow this out with our heat gun. If you let it sit a while, could you make it stay? Evelyn, you mean the kind of swirls of color like this? If that's your question, then yes. Right. I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer for this bit. And I think I'm going to make just a little bit more white, and I may curl up some white, kind of like a billowing look. I'm using low pressure, but all the way high heat for my heat gun right now. I'm just going to use my hand to kind of make it not so rough of lines. This is kind of the same technique I use when I do marble, having multiple opacities of white. Hey B, come look at my this.
Very nice. Oh, look at the smoke looks great. You're putting them right in the background.
I didn't want to risk pulling up too much more ink.
I think people also totally fix it. You know something out there.
Might be tape. We'll just have to cut it out. So, you guys, what do you think of our Halloween extravaganza of Halloweeniness?
That looks so great. I saw the moon up there last week.
So, I'm going to bring you guys in for a closer up look. So you can kind of see now, since it's on a black background, the rainbowy sparkles that, dadgummit. B, will you get the other, my other headphone in the kitchen? I don't know, you guys, can you hear me right now? Anyone? I'm getting my other headphones, so just give me 2 seconds. Is it better, you guys? Cool. Maui, we do pieces that are kind of neutral toned often to utilize the yellow. So you guys, I hope you guys learned something awesome. I don't know if you're going to see the glow right now, but let me see if I can start turning some lights off. Hey, Papa. I need a flashlight. Beatty, can you bring your flashlight and phone over here? Night, Tammy. So I'm gonna try. Oh, how much? I have no idea. No, I need to just get. Well, you can see that is the abalone, that awesome sparkle. Can you just get real close to like one of the windows? Because I want to make it. I put glow in the windows.
Oh, I see.
You can only barely see it, but it's there a little bit. Sue, I'm not sure how much, but shoot me a message and we will. Um, talk about it, because the piece and all pieces that we do on the channel are available. I have some pieces to ship to you anyways, Sue, so let's talk. All right, you guys. Oh, just coming over with a bigger flashlight.
I thought this was one we used in Tulum. I don't know if it's gonna work though.
It's your birthday tomorrow. Happy early birthday.
Yeah, this is gonna work.
See the glow? Glow, glow. Do you have lots of art like this on your website? George Gray, we actually, we're a 2-person enterprise, and so I don't have a lot of work posted on my website. I usually do commissions, and then the work I do on the channel, people just buy it off the channel, and then if they don't buy it off the channel, we have a fire sale. I do have another fire sale coming up beginning of November, probably second week of November, where we'll have all the pieces that haven't sold off the channel up until that day. So yeah, second week in November. White Fog is a big win. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Thank you, Clara, for the idea. And if anyone's interested in a commission, any kind of artwork, hit me up. Shoot me a message on Facebook. Leave me a message in the comments. Shoot me a message from our website. There's a zillion ways to get in touch with me. Anyways, I hope you guys had an awesome time with this piece, and I hope you give it a shot. If you do, post it in our group, ATD's Poor People, so that we can see what you're up to. And we will see you guys mañana. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, share. If you didn't enjoy it, share it with someone you don't like, ruin their day. And be kind to one another. You never know what someone's going through. You never know what someone's going through.
And always remember, we do the test.
We do the test, so you don't have to. Sorry if that was a little loud, but we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. I said bye. Lily, where are you going?